I am Honorable James Eta. I am the Chairman PDP Ward 1, Sapele Local Government. I was formerly Supervisor for Environment in the last dispensation. Thank you.
All right, sir. We actually covered the protest of some aggrieved members of Ward 1, talking about marginalization, tribalism, and other vices that is going on inside the ward. As the chairman of the ward, sir, what exactly is the bone of contention in Ward 1?
Okay, thank you very much. I believe some people are just trying to castigate the system because they lost out on some certain issues. They are being very, very unreasonable in everything they are talking about. In the beginning, there was a primary in Ward 1 for the councillorship because the party had advised that candidates should be consensus. We invited everybody to Honorable Chief Anira's house to discuss how we will pick our councillor. To cut the long story short, only 3 of the aspirants came here, even though all of them were invited. The 3 were Mrs. Coco, Mr. Don Bajere, and Miss Cora Ayame. The leadership of the party then asked all of them to go outside and discuss amongst themselves if they can reach a consensus. They went outside, they discussed, and after questioning by Chief Anira, they all agreed that Don Bajere should emerge. And since they agreed that Don Bajere should emerge, there was no need to go further. Don Bajere was then adopted as the councillorship candidate of Ward 1, free and fair. There's no other way it is done. It's a consensus arrangement, and we agreed consensusly. The 2 other people contesting with him that were present there agreed. I think there was one Mrs. Erime that was also contesting. She did not come to the venue, and we can't be waiting for her. So we made that decision based on the people on ground and based on the consensus that they reached. Thank you.
Okay. She also alleged that it was done on tribalism, that because she was not an Okpe, that's why you people did not give her the councillorship position. How do you relate tribalism to councillorship position?
It is very funny when they start bringing issue of tribalism to Ward 1. Some months ago, when the governor was sworn in, and each ward was asked to present three persons for appointment. The 3 people that were presented was 1, Mr. Sonny Okeke, 2, Mr. Ogene Mujake Ogaga, and 3 was Mrs. Bright Ogbe. It is very, very funny that amongst these 3 persons, none of them are Okpe. Among the 3, Mr. Sonny is an Igbo man. Mr. Ogaga is an Urobo, and Mrs. Bright Ogbe is an Ishan woman. I don't understand how Ward 1 can be described as having any nepotism or any tribalism in what we have been doing. Among this name, did you hear any Eta? Did you hear any Anira? Or did you hear an Ogirisen? People have worked for the party. And since they have worked for the party, the benefit comes to all. So there is nothing like tribalism going on in Ward 1. Thank you.
All right, sir. Before we let you go now, another allegation was also placed on you that during the election, you were given the sum of 500,000 naira to mobilize, which you did not use for the election, sir. How do you react to this?
There are some accusations that are baseless. I don't even have to reply to such things. But I will tell you that I am the ward chairman. Hence, most of the money for mobilization from the ward came through me. And every unit can attest to it that I distributed it. I do not know where an issue of 500,000, I don't know where an issue like that came from, because except they mention who gave the money to me, why and for what, I have no idea of what they are talking about. Chief Anira can be said to be the major person that brought PDP into Sapele local government. That is the truth. He was the major person that started organizing all PDP together in Sapele local government.
Akpata Godwin is my name, Oshuko is my name. I am a PDP stalwart of Sapele local government, Ward 1, Unit 14.
Yes, can you tell us briefly about Chief Felix Anira and the little misunderstanding going on in the ward?
Well, to the best of my ability, High Chief Felix Anira is our leader of PDP of Sapele local government. I want to say that the little mischief, or what we just experienced just now, is an act of frustration by a loose candidate that was going for a councillorship. She failed, and because she failed and frustrated, she started castigating the party, and especially Ward 1. In the last election, she was not faithful, though she was the woman leader of Ward 1. She was not faithful. She worked against the party. She worked against the party in the last election. We have all the evidence. We have all the results. But she really worked against the party in the last election. She was really canvassing votes for APC. And many people she canvassed turned around to tell us that she was canvassing vote for APC, but they turned against her and still voted for PDP. We have the result, we have the evidence of the election.
Okay, my name is Tennis Imboyo. I am a legislative assistant, the immediate past honorable member representing Sapele constituency, Chief Felix Anira. I am a Shekiri man. I cannot describe Chief as a tribalistic person. I work under him. He's a good man. He carried everybody along. He wants the world to move forward. Chief Anira has spent his time, energy, money to make sure the world moves forward. So for me, Chief Anira is not a bad person. He's a good man that wants to carry everybody along, irrespective of different tribes.
I'm Pastor Mrs. Koko Ese.
Okay. You have been in Ward 1 for a long time.
Yes, I've been in Ward 1 a long time.
As the LGA representative.
Yes.
How did you emerge? Did you emerge through being a sex toy, or?
I've never heard of that word once. Talking about sex toy, I've not heard it in the world. I've been in the world for many years. I've not heard about sex toy. So you want to have position, someone must sleep with you. You must put yourself down for somebody to sleep with. I've never heard it. This is the first time hearing it from this world.
You did contest the councillorship now?
Yes, I contest the councillor, and they are 3 in number.
So is it that you did not emerge because you refused to become a sector?
Nobody chased me, nobody talked to me. I just make up my mind to step down for Don Bajere. They asked me, Ese Koko, Pastor Mrs. Ese Koko, Don Bajere, and Kora Ayame. We went outside, we discussed, we will come inside the house. Chief Felix Anira asked us if, in the presence of other leaders, that if they ask me to step down, if they ask me to nominate, and I said, will I nominate Don? I said yes. Then I asked Cora. Cora also said yes, that he will nominate Don. And that was how we nominated Don to become the councillor of the ward, Ward 1.
My name is Don, Deacon Don Bajere. I am the councillorship candidate for PDP in Ward 1, Sapele local government area. I am from Ugoto paternally in Okpe local government and from Isuzo local government in Enugu state maternally.
Okay, sir. So how did you emerge, sir?
Yes, when the three of us contested in the ward, I, Don Bajiri, Mrs. Coco, and Miss Cora Eyame. So when the situation got tied up, we were asked to go outside to pick who to become the councillor. Eventually, when we came in, Mrs. Coco agreed to step down for me, and Cora Oyame stepped down for me. That was how I emerged the councillor of the ward.
So there was no rank, everything went peacefully?
Yes, between us. That is why you see us still very close to me.
I am Honorable Richard Ogirisen, the immediate past councillor of PDP Ward 1.
Okay, sir. These whole protests and issues going on in Ward 1, sir, what is your take on it?
Well, I want to say, to be fair to everyone, is very surprising because it is totally uncalled for. Yes, uncalled for in the sense that we are supposed to be preparing for the local government election after we finished our primaries. But surprisingly, yesterday we were made to understand, we got information from some of our party members that there is an empowerment program that they were called for. And I called the ward chairman to say which empowerment is going on, and he said nothing of such. So we had to get back to our party members to tell them that there was nothing like an empowerment that is taking place. That whosoever was calling them may be calling them for something sinister. And just truly, towards the evening of yesterday, we started seeing a viral video where some members of the ward who were aggrieved were making some very unpleasant comments in the video. For instance, the woman leader, in the person of Ms. Cora Ayame, she was talking about sexual harassment before position is being given to women. That is completely untrue. But when we were supposed to start this whole arrangement, the leaders were called up, the Chief Anira called for the leaders of the ward to meet. A call was placed through one of the leaders to Sonny Wankego, who declined to come. The vice chairman of the ward, in the person of Oswata, refused. And one or two others, I think the youth leader and the secretary of the ward. So 4 of them did not attend the meeting called by the leader of the ward in the person of Chief Felix Anira. So the cause of the meeting of Chief Felix Anira, the ward chairman, and every other stakeholders of the ward, the primaries of the councillor was done and endorsed the current candidate of the party in the person of Mr. Don Bajere.
Okay. So, sir, this disagreement in the party, sir, what do you think is the root cause?
Yeah, the root cause, before now, there have not been this kind of chaotic arrangement because, as I earlier said, the 5 leaders, most time, the overall leader in the person of Chief Felix Anira is always indifferent to things they do because he feels that they are all his children. Leaders all decided that they want to be loyal to Chief Anira, and whatever is the arrangement, decision that reached by him is binding on them. So the only person who is not in agreement with Chief Anira is Sonny, Mr. Sonny Wankego, or Mr. Sonny Okeke, and that is why we are having all this situation. If you look at the video of the protesters today, he is the only leader who spoke in that video, because no other leader is in disagreement with the arrangement of Ward 1.
During the course of the protest, you were also said to have received the sum of 2 million naira during the last election, which you did not use judiciously.
Truly, my brother, like, you know, in every every election, there is a financial limit political parties can spend. It is very baffling that a party member will go into a video that will go viral and say his party members or councillorship we are giving 2 million. If you should put 2 million naira, if you should add 2 million times 500 councillors in Delta State, you will discover that such amount of money is already 1 billion. And if only councillors are giving 1 billion naira before other dignitaries of the party, you will find out that at the end of the day, the party have overshot its limit to prosecute any given election. So that issue of 2 million naira was just a mere say from aggrieved persons, if not nothing of such. All these years put together to date, I have actually spent 26 years as a member of the party. And of all these years, the issue of tribalism have not come, because various tribes have held the position of the ward chairman, the woman leader, councillors, even up to transition committee members. And like my ward chairman rightly said, the present nomination of the people from the ward that were sent to the state for appointment, they were all given to non-indigens because of their immense contribution to the party. So to my understanding, the party does not discriminate, because if I should look at the ESCO of the present ESCO today, that their tenure will expire in a couple of weeks from now, apart from the ward chairman in the person of Mr. Honorable Chairman Eta, the woman leader Kora Ayame, and one Matthew Omuye, out of 17 ESCO members in Ward 1, it is only 3 who are indigenous. So it is funny when people say Ward 1 is, or the leaders in Ward 1 are tribalistic.
My name is Ezalaji Chukwuebuka, and I'm from Imo State. I am a member of PDP Ward 1. I came into Sapele back then in 2012 as a serving core member, and I don't think I've listened to most of the allegations, and I can say they are all laughable.
Allegations against who, sir?
Allegations against I Chief Felix Uwemesiri. Okay. I remember vividly back then in 2012, we just met on the road, and that is how I've been staying with him till date. Aside being a member of Ward 1, I have lived with him till date. In fact, I'm seen as an adopted son of him, of Chief Anira. So saying that he's a tribalistic man is actually laughable. Looking at the first and foremost, looking at the 3-man list in Ward 1, none is an Okpe man. It is traditional, it's a tradition and culture of the rural wards to produce an Okpe person as a candidate to represent them as their councillor. If you come to his house, even now, all the persons he trains at the Delta State University, Professor Rero is a witness. Some of them are Shekiris, some the one from Lagos, Precious. All of that Precious is Yoruba. They just saw her on the street of Asaba, and they adopted her, and they trained her through school. Today she's a graduate. Numerous that I can mention of. While working as a member of his foundation, which was inaugurated back in 2016, I can tell you that the list is endless. Most of the persons he does not even know. Majority are not even Okpe.
And I remembered some persons came sometime to say, to quarrel with him that you are empowering outsiders and leaving us. So those are just laughable allegations. Chief is never a tribalistic person. I can also remember of a lady who had a police issue back there in Ugeli, and she's a pregnant lady. She was remanded here in Sapele prison. Chief got ears of that situation. He went there, released the lady. In fact, eventually the girl put to bed in Central Hospital. The records are there. He went there, he paid all the bills and made sure his driver took them back in his own vehicle. His hospitality is is first class. I want to use the word first class. So he is not a tribalistic person. I also heard that he's from Mogara. He's not an Okpe man, he's from Mogara. His father's grave is there in Amogodo. Everybody knows that. In fact, for the records, a lot of people do not even know that Shell has a oil well called Anira well. It is there in Shell Road. You can go there, find out. A lot of Sapele people does not even know that there is a well, oil well in Sapele called Anira well. So ignorance is never a base for baseless allegations.
My name is Mafuru Ife, First General Secretary PDP Ward 1. We started the party.
All right, sir. This whole issue going on, your name came up more than once during the protest yesterday. What is actually the bone of contention?
I don't really know the bone of contention. To the best of my knowledge, I believe everything is in order. Surprisingly, I've heard somebody saying, in Ward 1, you must be a sex toy in order for you to have position.
You were accused of collecting the salary of appointed youth persons in your ward, that then your prerogative and discretion that you usually give to him 20, 50,000, and the rest is being pocketed by you. How do you react to such allegations?
In fact, I'm very happy that the man is even here. His name is Ogene Mudiake Ogagarogene. He's a member of Ward 1, Unit 9. In my own unit, that is where he is voting. He is here. I want him to answer that question. Am I collecting money from you as your salary?
No, sir.
Mr. Ogaga, may not be like because Ogadi is here. Is it really true that you, Honorable Mafuru, collects percentage of your salary?
No, sir. You know they collect anything from my hand. Everything in my hand.
Okay. So the allegation when they talk, so you're not correct?
Now carry talk the day. You know they take anything from my hand.
Right. Honorable Mafuru, sir, please let's come back to you. These allegations are very apt and very high. Do you see a way back for members of the party to unite again?
Well, by the grace of God, I am the campaign DG for the 4th time now in Ward 1. All the persons they are talking about, I still talk to them. Even when we are doing leaders meeting, I called my friend, Mr. Sunday Okeke, thrice, even before I came to the meeting. He didn't pick his call. While in the meeting I called him, he did not pick his call. And I still want to believe that all this matter will be settled because we are one big family. We are brothers. Nothing can separate us. We are all one religion, despite the tribe. I've heard people saying Chief Anira is a tribalistic man. I've not seen that before in him. Chief Eze Titus, the Ezedi Igbo of Delta Central, he is the one that is even nominating the vice chairman after Anira nominates chairman. In some cases, Anira does not nominate. We are 5. Sonny Wankego, which is Sunday Okeke, he nominated the secretary. And the man I am talking about now, the Chief Eze Titus, he brought the vice chairman, one Richard Oswata. That is how they do it.
So coming to say it's tribalistic and everybody is having their share of what is coming to Ward 1. Don't you think? I am thinking they just want to destroy some good names in Ward 1. I am not the one in charge of giving position in Ward 1. So if anybody is saying you must make the person a sex machine or toy before having position, I don't think I've heard of it before. And I've never heard of it before. And I don't still believe that I will hear it. I am not in charge of giving position. It is the collective arrangement of everybody. Everything is done in the open. So you cannot say if sex harassment or sex wanting for you to have position. It's not true. That lady, the lady among the three names for empowerment, the woman that is the woman among the three, she is a police wife. She is an Isha woman, not even an Okpe. She is a housewife. Sonny Wankego is an Igbo man. The woman is an Isha woman. This man here is an Urobo, not from Sapele local government, not from Okpe local government. So what are we saying? Those are all lies on the pit of hell.
Honorable sir, you were also accused of losing your unit, not once, not twice, in frequent elections, sir. Is this true?
It may interest you to know that, you know, like as I used to say, they started by telling the press that Ward 1 has 16 units. That is to tell you they don't have the knowledge of what is happening in Ward 1. We do not have 16 units in Ward 1. We have 29 units. Myself, I am in Unit 9. We have 2 units in our place, in my compound. Unit 9, our result, I will show you the result, you will paste it. Unit 9 and Unit 23. In Unit 9, remember the person I'm fighting is Chief Mondo Wigo Egbuya, the former Speaker of Delta State House of Assembly. And he's the present NDDC representative for Delta State. As I speak to you now, he is giving people 50,000 in my street, the street where the unit bought. The same road where I stay. 4 persons is being empowered by Chief Egbuya there, giving them 50,000 every month. So one of them is from us before, but because of that 50,000, he betrayed and is now following him. Now they are talking of politics in Ward 1. In that very unit, they disqualified 3 of my votes. They disallowed 3 of my votes. I am having 74 votes. Egbuya is having 72 votes. When you remove 3 from 74, it gives you 71. Then in the other unit, I also defeated him with 2 votes. So when you put the 2 votes together, you will see I am the one leading with 1 vote. So the people who are saying the leaders are losing their units, these are people who came from APC. This is somebody who Egbuya fought with when we were in PDP. He is in APC, right there in Shudeges Grammar School. So coming to say we are losing our unit, the story is not true. The results are all there. I will display the result to you. You will paste it and let them see their own results. We have 2 giants here. The present senator representing Delta Central is in Ward 1. Yes, sir. From Unit 1. And what is the name of the other unit there? 29. Unit 1 and 29. We won 1. PDP won 1 of the units. Yes. APC won the other 1. Yeah, that's 1-1. So coming to tell us that the leaders are losing their unit, it is not correct. That is somebody who is contesting as a senator to represent 8 local governments is in Delta State here. That woman, Cora, she is too desperate. The same woman who is talking, when we were going around, because in every election, I move from unit to unit to supervise what is happening. So they called me that Chief Egbuya is in that unit, and I rushed with my people to that same place. Getting there, and I asked what is happening here. They told me that because they didn't give money to work for that unit to Cora, she now went to discuss with APC. And when I came, I met her with Osion Egbuya. discussing. So, seeing how it was on Egbuya, I now called her. What are you doing there? Come and stand here and tell your people that, come and mobilize people so that PDP will win the election here. She now said, they've been doing their best. I said, but the people you are standing with are APC. Come and stand with my PDP brothers here. We have one Bishop Godwin Akpata there. We have one brother Dave Ego. The councillor himself is in that place. All these people, they were not pointing accusation finger to Miss Cora Ayame. In fact, that girl is a destroyer. But God helping us, I want to believe that we will reconcile ourselves. We are like father and children. So she's just saying all those things in order for people to look what she's doing. This is the result for Ward 1 in the last election that brought in Chief Right Honorable Sheriff Oboewuri. This is the result. So I will want people to put this result in the screen so that you will know those that are telling lies. The people that are talking that they've been winning. We will call their units for you and you will say their units here. This is the result.